Hello, Cameron Williams here again, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a tree stump. It's quite a simple pattern. I'd say it's a beginner pattern. It honestly doesn't take up much wool, but yeah, I'll go and get the crochet hook and we'll start crocheting. Also, do you like this grass thing that I did? I'm really proud of it. First we're going to start with a single crochet, and basically what that is I'll see if I can get it better. You loop over like that, you pull through, you loop over again, and then you pull through both those loops. Now I'll do that again. Loop over, pull through, got two on my hook, loop over, pull through two. Right, so you need to do that 6 times total, so I'll do the other 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we've got, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 stitches. So now we can pull that tight. The way you pull it tight is this end bit, this tag. You pull that, and then the one that goes in, you pull that out, and should be on the one closest to the tag. You pull that through, like that. Just pull that tight. Now we're going to be doing 2 single crochets into each stitch, which is called an increase. So you start by putting your crochet hook into both those loops, then you loop over, pull through, got 2 on the hook, loop over, pull through again. Now instead of moving on to the next one across, which is there, we're going to go back into that same stitch, loop over, pull through, loop over, pull through 2. So there you go, that's an increase. I'll do it one more time. Loop over, well, so go into the stitch, loop over, and pull through 2. Into the stitch, loop over, pull through 2. We'll do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now I should be on 12 stitches around. We'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. So now is where you could make it however you like. So this stump was made just with 12 stitches around. So if you wanted to, I can put you can skip ahead to the next bit where I show you how to make this brown bit. But I'm going to make my one a bit bigger so then you can house one of my goblins. I don't have one around me at this moment in time, so I can't show you. Well, actually, I'll go and get one. So as you can see, this goblin sits on it, but the base is too small compared to him. So I'm going to make a bigger one, so then he can sit on it properly. So for the next round, we're going to do a single crochet and an increase. Let me get my piece. Here we go. So you go into the stitch, single crochet 1, increase 1, So I just done a single crochet and an increase. So we'll do that again. 1, 2. So now we just need to repeat that all the way around. 1, 2. And you need to pay close attention if you're trying to crochet this and you're a beginner, because if you hadn't just seen, I had done 2 single crochets and then an increase. Now whilst I'm doing this, I'll talk about how you can support the channel. There's a couple of ways to do so. I recommend you subscribe. It's just it's just free and easy. But you can also like it or dislike it, whatever you want. But another way to do so is by just commenting. It just makes me happy. It's very nice to hear what people have got to say. Just makes me happy. So yeah. Hang on. Just do this stitch and then I'm gonna have to check. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so one more and then we will be done. And I'll see if it's big enough for my goblin to sit on. If not, we'll do it one more stitch bigger, one more round bigger. Right, so there we go. I'm on 18 stitches around now. So I've done single crochet and then an increase 6 times. Let's grab our goblin. I'd say probably one more round. So this time we're going to go 2 single crochets and then an increase. So 1, 2, and then an increase. There we go. So apart from supporting this channel, there are other things that you can do. So all the patterns mostly all of the patterns that I crochet, except this log really, are for a game called Stitched. And that was created by Club Crochet, and it's just amazing. I feel like you should, I know you should go and follow him, because if you like what I'm doing, then you would really like his patterns. I'll put a link to his channel in the description below. So yeah, subscribe to him. He posts mostly every week with a live stream, and they're very it's very nice, it's very relaxing. So yeah. So if you can see here, I've done 4 single crochets instead of doing an increase. This is the stitch where I was supposed to do my increase in. I'm just going to check whether I've done that anywhere else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, hang on, what am I doing? Increase, 1, 2, increase, 1, 2, increase, 1, 2, is that 3? Nope, that's 2, increase. Yeah, I think I've done it perfect. We'll have to wait and see. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then increase. And then 1, this should be my final one. 1, 2, increase. And I'm just going to count, and then I'll have to get rid of that increase anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh, I've gone 1 over. So, you should be on 24 now. I'll count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Perfect. So I got rid of one of my increases, so I can do the next bit. This is going to be a colour change. So we'll get a brown wool, and I'll move the peach over there. So how we're going to do this, we're going to go into the stitch, loop over, and then when you've got 2 loops on the hook, you grab your brown yarn and place it over the top, like that. Place it over, I'm not sure if you can see, you place it over the wool and make an X shape because it's easiest. You pinch it down and then you loop over and pull through. So now you've got that little chain in the middle there. So we're going to get 2 loops on the hook again. Got 2, and then we're going to pull our brown yarn over it, and we're going to pull through. So I should have said, but that was an increase in there. So it went first one, and I done the colour change into it. Second one, and I pulled through with the next colour. Right, so let me cut this end, because we won't be needing that again now. Yeah, this is the way end. Perfect. Now if you want, you can tie them 2 together, but I don't really need to. So next we're going to be going into the front loops. So I'll put it this way. So the loop is up there, so it'll be that first loop there, that top loop, not the bottom one. So we'll go into our piece, and I'm not sure if you can see, but I've literally just gone into the top one, just straight into the top one, not the bottom one, and we're just going to single crochet around. Show you again, into that top loop, and then just crochet around. Right, so I just finished this round of going in the front loop. So now we're going to go into both loops of the brown, and then we're going to go into the back loop of the beige. So one's the back? I think this one's... That one's the back loop for this. So, once you've got both the loops you pulled through, and you're going to pull through again, so it's basically just a single crochet. Let's do that again. Into that stitch, loop over, pull through, loop over again, pull through again. So you just repeat that process multiple times. I'll come back once I've repeated that. I'll just show you one more time. Into the back loop, loop over, pull through, loop over, pull through two. There we are, and you can see it decreasing down now. That's how this one's got its shape. But yeah, I'll come back once I've done this. So see you in a couple of minutes. So now I've just done that, you can see it's flattened it off quite a bit and made it more like a box sort of shape. That fits in perfectly, but also our goblin can sit on it now, which is good. So next step is just to do some single crochets around in a circle. If you want, you can add a stitch marker here. It's actually quite convenient because this, maybe not the little tag, but the middle bit could be used. So we'll grab that. Just bash the camera in. So we'll use that. And where is it? Here. Only problem with me adding a stitch marker is I never see my next stitch. I believe it's there. Oh no, it's this one. There you go. So, I'm going to crochet around twice, I'm going to say. So, sorry, my camera didn't record. But basically what you do is you just single crochet two rounds, and it was just after making that fold thing. You can see that it's quite flat, you can't really see any of it on the base, like any of the top on there. It's very nice, and already, I'll bring it back a bit, already my goblin can sit on there and just relax. But first I'm going to do some increases, and then that will be the end of the pattern. So I'm going to, I done two single crochets, then an increase. So this time I'm going to do 3 single crochets and then an increase, so then I can just get one last round in. 1, 2, 3, and then we increase. And then 1, 1, 2, 3, and then we increase. At the moment I am making another goblin, but once I've made him I think I might make a fungaloid, and I've got 2 shades of blue that I'm going to use for him. 1, 2, 1. Once I've done this increase I'll get the 2 blues and I'll show you. There we go. So this stuff that I did for the top of this, I'm going to use this blue for like the rim bit, and then this light blue for the top of the head. So together it's going to sort of go like that, and I think that looks really nice. So yeah, Anyway, back to the pattern. So now I think we need to do that 3 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, that's the increase. Oh. You can see that that's sort of coming out a bit more now. There you go. You can kind of see that base a bit more now. And it looks really nice. I really like that. This one's obviously a giant tree. Sorry for all that squeaking. There you go. 1, 2, 3, and then we increase. 1, 2, 3, and then we increase again, and this will be the final increase of the pattern. So, yep, this is it. This is the tree stump with the little goblin to sit on. Bring it back a bit. So you can see there's different variants of the tree stump that you can make, put together. Got quite a tall tree, and then oh, it's all got stuck. This little one has got a top pit that was made basically the exact same way. You can see. So yeah, and we can put that on the top there if we're not having our goblin sit on it. Just made an extra long tree there. That's quite funny actually. And then you can chop it down there, then you chop it down again, and got multiple chopped down bits of a tree. But we'll just put the tree back there in the background. So now we just need to cut the wool and do an invisible stitch. I think that's what they're called. We just basically need to tuck this into there. I'll go and get a needle and I'll be right back. I've got the needle, so we're just going to thread that on there. There we go. So now we're just going to go into it backwards. It doesn't really matter without doing this, but this is the way I do it. And then into it forwards, into that top stitch forwards. Looks a bit like a stitch itself now. And then just go dead down the middle. Poke it, if I can, poke it all the way through, up the top. Just use the base to help me push it through. And there we go, that's through now. So just cut that, and there we go. This is our tree stump. It looks a bit like a bucket hat now. Bucket hat for goblin. But yeah, so this is the pattern all done. You can sew it onto like a base or something. You could put it in some grass, have them sitting on it in some grass. We'll just have a little tree in the grass. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this pattern, and maybe if you have, thanks for crocheting it. See you next time, well, see you tomorrow when I do my show off Sundays, but for the time being, goodbye. Right, so the materials you'll need for this pattern is like a beige sort of colour. I'm not sure what this colour's called, does it say? Don't think it says what this colour's name is, but yeah, I'm just using this wickeroomy stuff. Does it say? Yep. And then brown. Now I'm using this light brown because it's the same as I did for this one, and it just looks really nice. The thing inside of here is a little magnet. So yeah, let's get started, and we're going to start with the beige. So I'm going to do what is called the magic loop, but you could do the chain 2 method. So you start by wrapping it around your finger, and then you poke your crochet hook through, pull through 2 loops, go back over, and you see that strand there. You go and grab that and pull that through. Now you can take it off your finger and pull it a bit to make it a bit more loose. So